New episode, so Kiss Shirt Weekend. Yeah, I had a birthday cake like this. Thanks, Dad. Anyway, yeah, recap what we did today. Just a day out here.
A few hours, yeah. We started off by putting some rust converter on, so you'll see some of the rust has actually turned black. Kind of cool. Then we sealed up the holes. So we got a bunch of jelly holes around. And then Paul?
And then I shot, you can see behind me, we started, I think it was overkill, because why am I spraying the panels that aren't like the whole thing? So I basically, if you look on the other side, I started shooting just wherever there were holes. There's no rust around any of these. Again, these are just the rivets that are holding the black rails on the outside on. But, preventative, whatever. So we hit all of those, and any screws. There were only really 2 rust spots, one and they're really just in the corner. One on this side, pretty small, and then one on one of the other front windows on the other side. And then on the roof, again, I started off with just doing the seams, but then there's no rust up here whatsoever anyway. So we pretty much just nixed that idea in, and I was just looking for spots that had rust. So you'll see a couple shots here and there, like in the corners and stuff like that. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Thanks to Nate for the lights. You can actually see in here.
Yeah, we didn't pull the bus out today because it was raining, so
that was super helpful.
Thank you, Nate.
Yeah, and the bus started today, but Paul did get a little bit of a shock. On the
Yeah, we had the windows open and there's some holes in the barn roof, so some water was getting on the bus. So we closed all the windows, and there was a little spot outside that we sanded like a few weeks back because we were gonna move on to priming the outside. We pushed that back, so it looked like there was some oxidation happening around where that was. So I wasn't sure if it was there pre-existing or, well, it probably wasn't because it would have kind of gone over it because it looked pretty fresh now. But so it's the little side lights and there's got a little black frame around it. So I was noticing I was getting a little shock when I was touching that. So my guess is that there's a short somewhere where that's and maybe that's what's draining our battery after like a month or a couple months or whatever sitting around. So, but yeah, so we're gonna see if we can figure that out. Maybe at some point pull all the fuses and see if we can narrow that down.
Yep. We are still looking for a welder to consult with us. We still have some of the big holes, but we might have some alternate plans. But if you're into it,
we would love to have it. We'd love to pay a professional that we know or friends of a friend, as opposed to just hiring someone from nowhere and just trusting that. But we definitely have to get these. Otherwise, we're going to DIY it, and it's not going to be the greatest. So we would love to have professionals come and do it, especially around the wheel wells. But some of the other parts, we've got a couple of other ideas where we'll do the best that we can and hope we don't fall through the floor at some point.
Awesome. Well, this concludes our weekend.
See you later.
Bye.